Here are a few ways that you can track all your money and your finances when you're just starting out your micro business. The first few are going to be free, and then the next ones are going to be paid. Now, when you're just starting out, you can do it the old school way. These are old school ways. Number one, you can just use a pen and paper. This is if you're not spending that much money and you're not making that much money. When you go to spend some money, you can grab a book. Whenever you spend some money, you can take your receipt, write it down. Whenever someone pays you, if you go to a vendor's market, you can write all your sales down. Or if someone pays you for a service, you just write that in the book. And at the end of the month, total it all up. At the end of the quarter, total it up all up. And at the end of the year, total it all up so that you know how much money you're making or losing. You can do the same thing in Microsoft Word. Now we're kind of stepping more into the 90s and 2000s. You can do the same thing in Microsoft Word. And you can also use Microsoft Excel to do the same thing. Enter all your payments, all your debits, enter all your credits or your payments, enter all the money that you've made and all the money that you spent. And you can use formulas to calculate it, do it on a monthly basis and a quarterly basis and a yearly basis. And those are two simple, easy, cheap ways. It might take a little bit of work, but those are easy ways. Now we're going to step into the modern day. And what you can do is use this free website called Wave. It's called waveapp.com. And what you'll do is you'll hook up your business bank account. You can hook up any bank account, but definitely hook up your business bank account, and it will keep track of every transaction. Every time money comes in, every time money goes out, Wave will keep track of it. And all you'll need to do is go in there, make sure that there is no duplicate charges, and categorize everything. Make sure that it's money received, money here, and money there, and it'll make great charts for you, and they'll show you how your business is doing, your business's financial health. Again, that is a free one, and that's definitely the one I think that you should be doing, especially as more transactions are coming in and you don't want to spend as much. Now, number three, or the next one, is going to be called Zero. This is another website. This is kind of a step up from Wave. This one does cost, I believe it's $13 per month to use this. And it's essentially the same thing, but there's a little more than you can do in it. But it'll track all your transactions. You categorize them. It'll spread out. It'll be able to spit out income statement, balance statement, all the statements that you need if you want to go to a bank or someone, or if you want to go get more funding for your business. And the last one is going to be QuickBooks. Now, QuickBooks is the granddaddy of them all, depending on what type of business you have. Especially, I'm talking about if you ain't making that much money, then you really don't need QuickBooks, because QuickBooks costs, and they'll start you off with on a low plan, or oh, just use this one, and they'll raise the price on you eventually, and you'll be like, dang, why am I paying so much for this? So if you ain't getting that much money, don't use QuickBooks. But as your business is growing, as you're hiring more people, bringing more people on, then you start to use QuickBooks as money's coming in and out. But again, that's probably the most robust. That's when you big businesses, you can use QuickBooks. So if you're just starting out, if you're in your first months, years, you may not need it, especially if ain't no money coming in. If I was you, I'd probably go with Wave, or I would just keep. I'll probably go with Wave, and then I would go Wave, Zero, and then maybe just write it or keep track in Excel, and then QuickBooks after that. But those are a few ways that you can keep track of all your profit, all your income, all your expenses as you're coming up as a business owner.